Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm making this video to talk about the importance of the month of April for Eritreans. The month of April is very important to us because we remember all of those who have been arrested, detained or imprisoned by the Eritrean regime for indefinite periods of time. On April 14th, 1992, there was mass incarceration led by the dictatorship regime where leaders of religious minority groups were targeted in various different cities, and it all happened within the space of one day, hence why April 14th is a significant date. The main issue is that the government continuously gaslights this situation and say it never happened.
These are lies.
As you can imagine, this must be really frustrating and disrespectful to the families who are still up until this date searching for their loved ones. This is one of the examples here by Ibrahim. There were various witnesses at the time who can testify to the mass incarceration of religious minority groups in 1992 and have said that they believe that those who were targeted were religious extremists. It's really unfortunate that the perception of those imprisoned in 1992 at the time were religious extremist terrorists, and it was a prominent perspective and it was pushed by the dictatorship regime because it meant that people were silent on their arrests and didn't push for free and fair trials. And unfortunately in Eritrea there is no rule of law, so free and fair trials do not exist. It's specifically really unfortunate because those who did not speak up at the time, who weren't affected by the mass incarceration due to not being from those religious minority groups, meant that the years to come the regime felt confident and continued this pattern of mass incarceration and came for Jehovah's Witnesses next in 1993 and 1994, and up until this date 2021 there are tens of thousands of Eritrean detainees who have been imprisoned unlawfully without any explanation as to why they were imprisoned or where their whereabouts are. It kind of reminds me of that poem where it was like, first they came for the Jews and I did not speak out because I wasn't a Jew, then they came for the communists. So it's just really important that we don't discriminate against one another and not fight for another group just because they're Muslim or just because they're Jehovah's Witnesses. And like this poster says, we can stand together for national unity. Another reason why April is so important is because April 3rd was when Siham Ali was born, and at the age of 15 she was captured by the Eritrean regime, and still up until this date her whereabouts is unknown. She would now be 23, my age. Siham is a microcosm of a wider society that is being targeted by the Eritrean regime. So many young children as young as 8 have been captured by the regime. One example. In October 2017, many young people were imprisoned because they participated in a protest demanding the release of their teachers from an Islamic school, Al-Diya. What you can do is sign petitions, join lobbying groups, and check out Eritrean Prisoners Day 14th of April page on Facebook. Very useful resource. On this page you get to hear stories from those who have experienced imprisonment, from those who have lost loved ones directly due to Eritrean imprisonment from 1992 up until this date. This way your political education on this issue of Eritrean detainees will be greater, and more effective ways of activism regarding this matter will also be shared onto this page. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.